Sierra Vista is ready for Berean Eagles football as we are on the countdown to kick off here on Cool FM Live. The award-winning Cool FM Sports brings you to Keith Hampton Memorial Field, where the 0-1 Berean Academy Eagles are taking on the Mission Heights preparatory team that made the drive down here to Sierra Vista today. 8-man football here tonight, live on Cool FM. Thank you so much to our sponsors who make this coverage possible. You can see them all in the post description. We'll talk about them a little bit more as this game goes on under the Thursday night lights. I know there's some other games happening under Thursday night lights tonight, but we're covering this one here tonight. We decided not to go cover the Chiefs game because John Berger is doing that all on his own. It's Jeff Davenport behind the camera and on the call for you tonight. I will do the best I possibly can. It is clobbering time for the kickoff here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. Bobbled, but picked up. Trying to cut back across and brought down just shy of the 20-yard line. And that is where the Berean Academy offense will take the field. Last week was the very first time that the Berean Academy Eagles had ever taken a loss on this field. It was a tough loss. It was tough to watch, but they were going against a team that was the Division III Canyon Athletic Association champions. This team that they're facing, Mission Heights Prep, went 6-4 last year, had a great season. They are 0-0. This is their very first game of the year, so they're hitting the road first. Looks like there's a timeout called by the officials on the far side to go discuss some things. And again, I'm by myself here, so I will do my best to bring you this as best I possibly can with the camera work and the call at the same time. Got my notes in front of me. It is blustery here tonight, trying to lay them down and make sure they do not completely blow away. Logan Seeley on the run to the near side. Gains a couple of yards. It'll be second down. One thing that we saw the Eagles do a lot last week was throw a very deep pass, a very long throw that unfortunately did not reap the benefits that they had hoped over the course of that game. It was more missed than hit. It didn't stop them from doing it, and they needed to because they were down early. But we'll see how they do today as the offense is on the field. And, oh no, did the ball come loose? No, it was a fake handoff. And on second and about 5, the ball goes down right at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Eagles offense. It is number 2, Jeremiah Bethea, at the quarterback position. He got the play call from head coach Jalen Hampton on this near sideline that you see the Berean Academy Eagles wearing their navy blue, kind of U of A colors, University of Arizona colors, the navy blue with the red stripes and the white numbers. Meanwhile, Mission Heights Preps wearing their white jerseys. The catch made by Logan Seeley, making the most of it. A great catch in space, making room and driving it ahead to about the 44-yard line, which is where the Eagles will have a first down. That first down brought to you by SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community, and one of our sponsors for tonight's game. Again, you can see them all in the post description. A great catch, great hands in open space by the senior Logan Seeley. So 1st and 10. From their own 44-yard line. Bethea will take the snap. Merrill was in motion, rolls to his right. It's going to be a quarterback run all the way. Wow, get some great yards there, probably about 7-8 yards on the play. And they will spot the ball inside Mission Heights territory. Mission Heights Prep, again, this is their very first game of the season. So they made that long drive down to start their season. Berean had a rough start to theirs last week, but again, going up against the defending CAA, Canyon Athletic Association, Division III champions, it shows the mountain that they will have to climb in this new division. There will be a new champion in the Division I CAA this year. So second down at about 3 from the shotgun position. Bethea takes it. Fakes the reverse. No, does the reverse, but the ball is on the floor. Fortunately picked up by Berean, averting disaster. Only a loss of 1, but it could have been so much worse. So Bethea will bring in the play as Berean comes to the line. 3rd down and a very long 4. When they're this close, they will most likely go for it. Bethea keeps, cuts inside, does not have enough for the 1st down. It will be 4th and 1. The defense of Mission Heights Prep coming through on that play. And of course, they line up quickly. The Jalen Hampton way. Under center, Bethea will take the snap and push it forward and gets way more than the 1 yard needed. Gets the 1 yard and then an extra 5 on top. Great push by that offensive line as this opening drive for Berean here in the 1st quarter is underway. Big 1st down brought to you by Copper Queen Community Hospital with their clinic locations in Hereford, in Bisbee and Douglas. Learn more in the post description. So 2 in the backfield. Wide receiver split to the near side. Bethea under center. Hands off to Merrill, who makes a nice cut after making one man miss and will gain several yards when he almost went down in the backfield. Great job to keep the feet moving, and that'll be a nice 2nd down for Berean. The Berean Academy Eagles offense has had more 1st downs in this opening drive than they had all last week, to show you the things that they have been working on. Those fundamentals to come back to football. Almost one of those Vince Lombardi lessons where he would start the season every year by holding up a football and telling his team, gentlemen, this is a football. Sometimes you got to get back to the basics, and I'm sure that's what Coach Hampton did. After the thumping they took last week, they never expect to lose. And it was tough, but they've made it through. Nice fake the handoff, tries to go for a pass, but getting out in open space on the far side of the field. Running all the way down to the 20-yard line and getting another 1st down, brought to you by the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, one of our amazing sponsors here tonight. Thank you so much to the Sonic Drive-In on East Fry Boulevard. You can see what their specials are in the post description. We appreciate them being a part of our award-winning Cool FM sports community. Of course, if you would like to be a sponsor or your business would like to be a sponsor, send a DM to this page. And Todd Ryan, the head of Cool FM, will get back to you with the information that you need in order to be one of the sponsors on the award-winning Cool FM sports, seen by hundreds of thousands of people over the course of the time that I've been working with Todd. Probably more than that, actually. It's just an honor. It's an honor to be a part of it and to spend part of my birthday with you guys and help promote local high school football. Man, can't think of a better way to do it. It's been a great 48. That looked like Merrill taking the handoff, and he goes out to the right side on 1st down, gets it to just shy of the 15-yard line. So a gain of about 5 on that play. We'll make it 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. Great ball movement, mostly on the ground. One big pass that they had on a 3rd and long to Logan Seeley that set up a play toward midfield, and they have just been grounding and pounding from there on out. Wide receiver Nate Hollinger on the right side. The handoff. Logan makes one man miss. Can he make another one miss? He does. Juking, jiving, getting around the side and going in. Did he make it in? Yes. The call is a touchdown. Logan Seeley, 2 touchdowns, 2 straight games. Berean up 6-0 here in the 1st. A fantastic 80-yard drive by the Berean Academy Eagles. And they will set up to go for two. Leave some love in the live chat for the Eagles. Oh, the handoff, that goes down on the ground, so it will remain 6-0. Berean Academy on the botched handoff on the right-hand side to Logan. But nonetheless, the touchdown puts 6 on the board, and Berean Academy has their first lead of the season here in the first quarter of their second game, and they're off to a great start tonight. And we will see the Mission Heights offense coming up here momentarily. Thank you guys so much. I just made a quick post before on my personal pages, my personal Facebook page and Instagram page, at Native Game Night on Instagram. Please follow, please friend. And on my Jeff Davenport Facebook page, just thanking you guys for all the love and the well wishes on my 48th birthday. Sometimes I wish I was 28, but it's just one of those things. So SpaceX is in the sky, is what you're telling me. I am looking around right now. I don't see anything in the distance. I mean, the moon is over. It's a beautiful sunset, though. The moon's over there. I will certainly keep an eye. There's the moon up there. I will keep an eye out to see if SpaceX is launching anything that we can see. The cool part about living in Arizona is that when they make those launches in California, we're able to see quite a bit of the action from the SpaceX company. And the kickoff, short kick, bouncing just past the 20, picked up, and open field tackle, just missed by Logan, but stopped him enough in his tracks. However, a great return for Mission Heights Prep as they will start at their own 34-yard line. Great field position for this offense that we are seeing for the very first time tonight. And the Berean defense that was battered and bruised last Thursday night, how will they react tonight? We are looking forward to seeing that. Thank you so much to all the sponsors who make this coverage possible. Here, Thursday Night Football live on Cool FM Live, the award-winning Cool FM Sports.
Yeah, but he never met any of them.
First and 10 for Mission Heights. Takes it in shotgun. Finds a hole, but wrapped up by about 3 different Berean Academy Eagles. Brought down, but not until about a 5-yard gain, possibly 6 on that play. Anyway, thank you to all the people who sent me messages all throughout the day, from text messages to DMs to posting on my Facebook page and making posts about me. Just very humbling and so grateful for all of you. Thank you for your birthday wishes. It's been a great 48. Oh, nice job getting that tackle, and the defense swarming to the ball. It will be 3rd down and about 4 for Mission Heights. It is Thursday Night Football here on Cool FM. I know there's another Thursday night game happening right now. John Berger is keeping a very close eye on it. That's why he couldn't join me tonight. And Sheriff Mark's out of town, so he wasn't able to join me either. The quarterback able to get away from that. Flag on the play, some laundry going on in the backfield. And I'm thinking that's got to be a hold of some sort. And if that is going to be a fantastic call for Berean. The motion from the near sideline here on the Berean sideline is that it is against Mission Heights. Most likely a hold. We have Merrill Branch as the head official, a good friend of mine, member of the Native Game Night universe. Native Game Night every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. Last night we had 35 teams. Thank you to everybody who came out for that. So the ball will be backed up to the 25-yard line. And that is where the nose of the ball, the back nose of the ball, will be on the 25. So 3rd and 20. Mission Heights, quick pass out to the far sideline. And who's there to wrap it up? Logan Seeley, the hustler, out there on that field. suffered from some sort of injury last week, which I think ended up hurting the team in the long run because he was not able to be out on the field as often as he wanted to be. But that makes it 4th down and about 13. So Mission Heights forced to kick. As Logan will be waiting just inside his own 40-yard line. A great job by the defense. Basically a 3 and out, technically 4 and out because there was a flag on the play, so they had to replay 3rd down. But an excellent job. High kick, swirling in the air. Logan going over, catches it off his chest, protects it, tucks it in, and runs up that far sideline past the 50-yard line into Mission Heights territory. And that is where Berean will get the ball. And a 6-point lead that they have. A fantastic effort by Logan Seeley, number 7. And it will be 1st and 10 for Berean. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors who make this coverage possible. Sponsors like our good friend Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. Voted number 1 pest control company many, many years in a row, but always number 1 in our hearts. Why is the team 5 yards into the field of play? That is because this is 8-man football, and it is a 40-yard wide field. While the field is still 100 yards long, it's a 40-yard wide field. And so the sideline that you see is not the real sideline. The field is 40 yards. Beautiful run by Bethea. Bethea pushing forward, getting a big 1st down. Brought to you by the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, you can trust your real estate experts, the Sherry Ethell Team. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't explain that. You'll notice that you might also be wondering, why are there not 11 people on the field at one time? Why are there only 4 offensive linemen? Well, it is 8-man football. That is why. And so the field's width is shorter. It's a 40-yard wide field, which is why they're standing on the field to play in a traditional sense. Handoff to Merrill. Maybe gains 2, possibly 3. Looks like they're going to give him 3. So it will be 2nd and 7. But thank you so much to all of the sponsors that make this coverage possible. Absolutely, this is definitely the Eagles we remember from last year. And again, they're playing against a formidable opponent, a team that went 6-4 in the CAA Division III last year. So again, a very competitive team. And here they are tonight, playing competitively against them. Time of possession, all Berean here in the 1st quarter. They lead 6-0, and they are on the verge of another scoring drive. And Jalen Hampton calls a timeout. First timeout of this game will go to Berean as they take a moment to talk about the play that they're looking at for 2nd and 7. Someone did say in the live chat that there is a SpaceX launch, so I'll keep an eye out for that as well. Not sure which sky it might be coming in, if it's coming. I don't imagine it would be south of us. I imagine it would be north and to the west. So I'll keep my eyes over in that direction. But it was a beautiful sunset tonight. A very warm day for the Thursday after Labor Day weekend. Hope you had a productive Thursday. It's a busy day for me at work, but thank you so much again. Still getting text messages from people as I'm doing this broadcast here tonight. From those wishing a happy birthday, I appreciate that. Again, thank you so much. Humbled by your love and your kindness. It just means the world to me. The cheerleaders getting some love from this crowd here, and there is the Berean Academy Eagle making his way, her way, their way across the crowd. As we look back to the field of play, the whistle blows. It will be 2nd and 7 for the Berean Academy offense. They are up 6-0 here in the first quarter. There is no clock here, no scoreboard here. The clock is on the field, on the official's wrist. So we do not know how much time exactly is left. I just saw Merrill checking his watch there. And speaking of Merrill, it goes to Isaac Merrill on this side, the far side of the field, and that's going to be a horse collar tackle against Mission Heights. I could see that from here. Personal foul of some sort. Let's see what the call is. Oh, face mask. It wasn't even a horse collar. That was a face mask against the Mission Heights defense, which will be an automatic first down for Berean, pushing them even closer to that goal line for what will hopefully be their second touchdown of this quarter, unless the quarter ends beforehand. So they spot the ball at the 18-yard line of Mission Heights. Berean. The Eagles are soaring so far tonight. A fantastic effort by them. Scored a touchdown on their opening drive, an 80-plus yard drive. Did not convert the 2-point conversion, so it's 6-0 as we currently stand. Thanks to those of you tuning in tonight. Thank you to our sponsors who make this coverage possible. You can see them in the post description. Bethea backs up, tosses. It is a touchdown catch in the end zone on the far side by number 3, Nate Hollinger. Pulls in the grab, and that makes it 12-0 Berean. That is only the third pass, I believe, of this game. And it turns into 6 more for Berean as they line up for the extra point. Thanks for the comments, Stephen. I appreciate that. I apologize that my camera is not up to your specifications or standards. And that goes through. 15-0. Berean Academy. Jared, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Got Coach Young hanging out with us here tonight. Just popping a squat here. I'll definitely catch up with him. Talk about the world of high school sports, high school football. My goodness gracious. So much going on in the world. It's only 1 week old, technically 2 weeks old now, starting week 2 of high school football. A lot of the Cochise County teams shining bright, but none brighter than the Thursday night crew here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. So they left the ball way back here. I don't know why they left the ball back here, but oh, that's the end of the first? Oh, that is why. That makes sense. Quarter 1 is in the books. Mission Heights will get their second opportunity to touch the ball, but this quarter belongs to the Berean Academy Eagles, putting up 15 points. More than doubling their effort from last week and showing why they are the defending CAA Division I champs and trying to make their mark, put their foot down, and stamp their mark in this new division, Division III. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Cool FM Live, Thursday Night Football Live with Jeff Davenport behind the camera and on the call. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for your comments in the live chat, all the love you're leaving. We just can never thank you enough for tuning in and, of course, sharing all the videos that you do on Cool FM. And had a fun stop at my alma mater today. I'll talk about that at halftime and talk to Jared about that. It was a fun, surprising day, sort of. I knew it was coming, but we'll talk more about that as we get ready to kick off this second quarter here. 1 quarter in the books at 7:23 p.m. Arizona time. Hope you've had a wonderful Thursday. Glad you're spending part of your Thursday evening with us. It is 15. Mr. Brooks, good to see you, sir. I meant to text you the other day. It was great seeing you in the parking lot over there at the Canyon Vista. I meant to send you a message saying it was great to see you, but always good to see you. Always puts a smile on my face, sir. So Berean will kick off with a 15-0 lead as we kick off this second quarter. The arm up in the air. Kind of a short kick going to the sideline, and they let it go out of bounds. That will be a flag. And again, it is 8-man football. You're thinking, that didn't look like it was out of bounds. It was. Remember, it's a short field, 5 yards in on each side. So instead of 50 yards across, only 40 yards across, but still a 100-yard long field. Thank you to all the sponsors that make this coverage possible. You can see them in the post description. It will be 1st down and 10 for Mission Heights from their own 40-yard line. Great field position, but they had great field position last time as well. Will they be able to capitalize on it? Trying to get some momentum against this Berean defense that took them 3 and out on their only drive thus far. They had one drive in the first quarter. That's amazing. Or one possession, I should say. Now, it wasn't even a drive. It was just a possession in the first quarter. Now, looks like one of the coaches coming out to have a chat with the official about possibly the spot. Not exactly sure. So it looks like they will move the ball. I don't know if the ball will get moved to the 41. It will be at the 41 on the near hash. So a lot of room on the far sideline for something to happen for the Mission Heights offense. The Berean defense will need to swarm just like they did on the only other possession. My goodness gracious, a strip! Does Berean come away with it? It does not appear, but that was an insane play. Fantastic job by this defense. The defense that we are familiar with seeing after the undefeated season last year. Getting on that ball, making a tackle in the backfield, swatting it away. It is 2nd down and forever for Mission Heights. Snap to the quarterback in shotgun, goes long. A high catch! What a play! Right in front of us. As number 4 came down with the ball, I'm looking at my notes from Max Preps. There does not appear to be a number 4 listed on Max Preps, but I'm pretty sure that was number 4 for Mission Heights, who came down with a huge catch on 2nd and forever, getting the ball just shy of midfield. 1st down, Mission Heights. A quick toss to the near side, wrapped up by Logan Seeley, but driving forward. That's a great job by the Mission Heights back, driving his legs even as he's being tackled, pushing that pile forward. That'll make it 2nd and 3. So Mission Heights on the move. Berean defense on their heels, but it won't take much for them to clamp down. Man in motion. Stops, takes the handoff, gets around the edge, cutting up, gets a 1st down and then some, but goes down on that far sideline. And there is a Mission Heights player who looked like he was down just for a second, got back up. But they get the ball positioned at the 37-yard line of Berean. And another Mission Heights 1st down. They are finding their stride here in this second quarter. Much smaller crowd than we had last week for the opening week.
I should quit talking.
The home opener for Berean. But you hear the Let's Go Eagles, Let's Go chants that were chanting all last week, even in the midst of it. Throwing the ball away, scooped up and running to the 10, 5, touchdown, Berean defense. Johnny Torres picks up the ball and goes in for 6. It is 21-0. A defensive touchdown by the Berean Academy Eagles. Scooped up at the 39-yard line. It was a 61-yard sprint straight into the end zone. The defense makes their mark in this game in the second quarter. 21-0. Berean looks to go for the extra point. An outstanding defensive play. So 2 offensive touchdowns. But the defense says, hold my water. I'm going to get in the action too. A great job as they're in the huddle. Just waiting to see what they're going to do. Looks like they will line up for the extra point. As Alan Correno lines up for the extra point. No, not able to get the ball down. Tosses it into the end zone. Why not, young man? Hollinger pulls it in. A fantastic job. Maybe you could be right. I think it's now 23-0. Is it? Is that right? Okay. Jared's giving me a thumbs up. I'm doing, yeah. Dude, I appreciate that. It's like, wait a second, I ran out of fingers and toes. Again, there is no scoreboard here, so just trying to do it from memory and keep it in my head. I believe it's 23. You know, my math, unfortunately, I've been out of school for a very long time. I was reminded of that today when I was visiting with Buena High School football players who were born long after I graduated from college, much less high school. So, were their parents even born? Now that I think about it, oh my gosh, that makes me sound really old. So they down the ball there, about the 31-yard line, 31.5-yard line. And that is where Mission Heights will get the ball back after they dropped the ball on a handoff. Fumbled twice on that possession where they were able to drive down the field, getting a good 25 yards put together on a couple of big plays. Is it 22? Maybe it's 22. Thank you, Stephen. Okay, 22-0. You're right. See, again, no scoreboard. Doing it all on the top of my head. I don't know. I apologize. I'm glad you guys are keeping score for me. That really helps out. And again, when it's just me and Jared. And Jared wasn't here on time, so, you know, I mean, so it's my fault that he agreed with me. It's totally my bad. He was going with my fallacious numbers. Quarterback keeps around the far side, out of bounds, almost right at the sticks. So I don't think that was a gain of much. Most likely a gain of none. That official right there on it. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Mission Heights as Berean leads 22-0. Here in the second quarter. Again, no scoreboard here, so there's no clock to be able to tell us exactly how much time is left. in this first half. Oh, almost picked up. What a shot! First of all, that pass to the wide receiver in the slot was almost picked off by Johnny Torres. He would have had a scoop touchdown and a pick six in one half, which would have been insane, but instead the runner, the receiver driven down right away, right after the catch. Loss of 2. It will be 3rd down and 12 for Mission Heights as they call a timeout on the field. Berean Academy putting in the work today. You know who else puts in the work? Our good friends over at Grasshopper Landscaping, where you'll always find quality from the ground up. We appreciate Damon, Marie, the entire team. I am a proud client of Grasshopper Landscaping. Most of the time, people get, they tell me that I'm one of very few people that Grasshopper Landscaping has ever dealt with. Most people get grass for their dog. I'm one of the few people who actually got a dog for my grass. So that's what do you do? And they help put in the artificial grass in our backyard for Harley Doodleson Davenport on Instagram. You can follow the adventures of Harley Doodleson. Most of the people my age, they get a Harley Davidson. I got a Harley Doodleson. So it shows what kind of man I am. So we'll be 3rd down and a very long 12 yards for Mission Heights. But they completed a pass even longer than that on their second drive of the game just moments ago before the fumble and the scoop up by Berean to drive it in for 6. Drops back to pass, looking. Is that picked off? No. 2 Berean players went for it at the same time. One might have gotten the wind knocked out of him as he's still on the ground. I want to say that is number 3, Nate Hollinger, on the ground, colliding with Isaac Merrill. They're both ball hawks in that secondary for the Berean defense. And Hollinger still on the ground. I'm hoping it's just the wind knocked out of him. They seem to collide pretty quickly. As number 9, Isaac Hively, comes out with his arm in a sling to bring some water. As Nate gets back up, Hollinger walking under his own power to the sideline. We're grateful for that. Just must have gotten the wind knocked out of him. Just one of those situations. He'll go to the training table. And as he does that, we go back to action here. It is 4th down and 11. Mission Heights forced to punt. But they lose the ball on the punt. They try to keep it. And Berean gets a tackle way in the backfield. And we'll have an offensive possession starting inside the Mission Heights 30-yard line. Thanks for the shout out, Dave. I appreciate that, buddy. I know you guys will do an amazing job for the pick game coming up tomorrow night. One of the longest, oldest rivalries in high school football in the entire United States. Bisbee versus Douglas. Happening tomorrow night live right here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Oh, he's... So Hollinger not feeling well. On the sideline, getting some rest as the Berean offense on 1st and 10. Throwing it up and into the arms of Logan Seeley. Touchdown, Berean, or will they mark it down before? They will say touchdown. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. A 29-yard strike to the near sideline. Bethea to Seeley. 6 more for Berean. Actually, Mr. Dyson, they didn't go for it on 4th and 11. It was a miscue by the punter. The punter ended up muffing the catch from the center, and then he was forced to run it. Normally, a more experienced punter would just find the space and then try to get a kick out and kick away, but that punter not able to do it because the Berean defense was right there up on top of him. On the ground, through the air, and on the defense, touchdowns abound for the Berean Academy Eagles, and we are not even at halftime yet. So if it was 22-0, that makes it 28-0. No worries, I would have thought the exact same thing, sir. And there's a good job to cover up the ball. Another missed snap there. What did he say? 27-0. I don't think... yeah, unless it was 21 plus 6. I don't know. Again, that's the good part and the bad part about not having a scoreboard here. We'll just say it's either 27 or 28-0 in this first half. The Berean Academy Eagles coming out on fire. Thank you so much to our amazing sponsors, Ginger's Titles Services in Sierra Vista. We're so grateful for Jennifer and her staff. I'm just trying to get my notes in order here. Sorry about that. They're now open on Saturdays, by the way. So for all of your DMV vehicle-related needs, go see Ginger's. You will get taken care of so well by them, and you'll leave with a smile on your face. Thank you so much to the Sierra Vista Medical Group, helping you get back to the community you love online at svmedicalgroup.org. And to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our area since 1963. That is 61 years. For those of you keeping score at home, I can do that math, but I do not know the score of this game. It's like 27 or 28-0. Still unsure about that. We believe it was announced 27, so we'll go with what they announced. There is a pooch kick. Squib kick almost, hybrid squib kick. It will leave Mission Heights with great possession, field position, but how much time is left in this first half? Not sure. I'll keep an eye on Mr. Merrill back there in that white hat over there on the left side of your screen. I'm sure he'll let the offense know how much time is left. We might even see a hand motion of some sort.
Oh, my brother's girlfriend is going to turn me again.
Again, in the first half here, Berean scoring thrice on offense, once on defense. An all-around amazing effort by this Eagles team. What a difference a week makes. Interested in talking to Coach Hampton about what happened. And now they're timeout on the field. Possibly calling a timeout so they can stop the clock and perhaps get one more possession before the end of the first half. Not sure. But thank you for all your love in the live chat to our Berean Academy Eagles. Always love calling their games here. Under the Thursday night lights, I've heard there's another Thursday night game happening, between a team in red, our defending Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs. That's where John Berger is tonight. John Berger said, Jeff, I would love to cover this game for you, but I'm a Chiefs fan, and they can't win unless I'm watching. I'm their good luck charm. That's what John told me. No, he didn't. He didn't say that. But he had plans to watch the game with his dad, and so that's what he's doing. Oh, thank you. We got an update here. Oh, my gosh. Kansas City over Baltimore in the third with 11:26 left to go in the third. They've doubled them up 20-10. Thank you, Jared Young, for that update. That game break update brought to you by SSVEC. So now you don't even need to turn the channel. Mission Heights makes that quick pass out to the far side. Good job by the receiver to try to get out of bounds. I'm not sure if he did, though. I don't know if that stopped the clock or if the clock is still running. There is no sense of urgency for them to get back to the line. It will be second down and about 6. as the ball spotted on their own 45-yard line. Receiver in motion. Oh, my goodness. Trying to take that direct snap. Disaster. Is it averted, or did Berean come away with it? Berean did. It is Eagles football. And it appears that they will have one more chance to score a touchdown or put some more points on the board before the end of this dominant first half. Oh, if only the crowd was as big as it was a week ago, this place would be going bonkers. The SpaceX shuttle that's launched in the air right now, even they would be able to hear the noise from Sierra Vista, Arizona. They were going, what's going on down there? It's the Berean Academy Eagles, all their fans, going crazy because they're awesome. They are looking like the Berean Academy Eagles that we are so familiar with. The team that in their second year of incarnation won the Canyon Athletic Association Division I state champion, ran the table, went undefeated, and here they are again, 1st and 10 on the Mission Heights 39-yard line. Snap to Bethea, trying to get around that far side. Does find space. Does he get out of bounds or stay in bounds? It will be 2nd down and 3. Gets a good 7 yards on that running play to the far side. Ball spotted in the center of the field. Shading toward the far hash. As Logan getting the play. Logan and Nate both getting the play from head coach Jalen Hampton on this near sideline. They run it in under the bright lights of Keith Hampton Memorial Field. Thank you so much for joining this edition, this episode tonight of Berean Academy Football. Jeff Davenport behind the camera on the call. Glad to be with you this evening. Our halftime show will be catching up with coach and athletic director at Lehman Academy, Jared Young, talking to him about things that have happened. Reverse play, cutting it up, finding space. The pursuit caught up to him, but not before. Nate got a huge play on the end around reverse. It is a big 1st down, Eagles. Just outside the 10, so they will have a chance to get another 1st down. So ball spotted at the 12-yard line. Berean putting on a clinic. Mostly on the ground, but a couple times through the air.
Just down there.
Berean lines up with a 27 or 28-0 lead. Hands off to Merrill. Cuts up and in for 6 more for the Eagles. They are soaring tonight in Sierra Vista. The crowd giving their love to the Berean Academy Eagles, who are just 2 scores away from this being a running clock. We have not even reached halftime yet here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. And Berean just put up 6 more, making it low 30s to 0. You see the cars driving by on the Martin Luther King Jr. Parkway here in Sierra Vista. Connecting the north side of the city to the central part, the heart of Fry Boulevard. They line up to go for 2, getting a great block from Seeley and not able to get in. So the 2-point conversion unsuccessful. We'll listen closely to the score public address announcer. But the crowd is too loud. We can't hear. It's got to be low 30s at this point. Definitely low 30s. As even the Eagle has landed. Now this looks like the Berean Academy Eagles that we know, that we love. Firing on all cylinders tonight. It is pedal to the metal for the Eagles. They get ready to kick off here. There can't be much time left in this first half for Mission Heights to try to put something together. They boot it off to that side, and it will... Oh, no, it does not go out of bounds. It tips off of the Mission Heights player's hand. So they'll have the ball at their own 30-yard line with what I can only assume is minutes, if not seconds, left to go in this first half as Berean Academy has taken a commanding lead and are just holding on to it, not letting go. Getting some more DMs here in my Facebook. Thank you to everybody wishing me a happy birthday today. Wow, great run, my goodness. That is a tank going through that line, not stopping. It took two Berean Academy Eagles to bring down the Mission Heights back, who carried them on his back all the way past midfield. That was, yeah, that was totally. That was the fridge. And that pass under duress, making it out there, being helped up by Logan. Incomplete, will stop the clock. As we see the Berean Academy cheerleaders keeping this crowd pumped up. And the Eagle doing a little dance as well, being a part of the fun. 2nd down and 10 for Mission Heights in Berean territory. They've been in Berean territory before, but the Eagles' defense has clamped down. Will they be able to do it again this late in this first half? What a cut! Number 95 cutting on a dime where he saw daylight. Gets another big play. As a defensive back, that is not the kind of guy you want to see breaking through the linebacking crew and having to tackle that. Make sure you go low. So 3rd down and 2 for Mission Heights. And again, there cannot be that much time left in this first half. The quarterback runs it around that far side, gets the first down, and looks like he gets out of bounds. Clock will stop. Good ball control, good clock management by Mission Heights. There's a happy mom in the stands. There's nothing like having your parents' encouragement. I mean, it goes so far as a young student athlete to have your community support, but of course to have your family support. And that's what this Berean Academy team is a family as you see them swarm to the ball. A loss of about half a yard on the play. Thank you so much for the messages that continue to pour in to my DMs and my text messages I see here on the screen. And for those of you leaving some love in the live chat, thank you so much. It's been a great 48. A pass looking long on that far side. Not able to pull it in. Made the turnaround to the ball, and the receiver pounds his fist into the ground as he picks up the ball, knowing that that could have been the play that this Mission Heights Prep Academy needed to at least give them something positive to go into the halftime locker room with. Instead, it will be 3rd and 11. Whistle blows on the far sideline, and it is a timeout called by Mission Heights. So we've thanked all of our sponsors in this first half over the course of it. If you could take a second to check the live chat, or the post description, I should say, and that is where you will see all of the incredible sponsors that make this coverage possible. If you own a business and would like to be a sponsor of any of the sports that is covered here on Cool FM Live, leave a direct message with our good friend Todd Ryan, the owner and operator of this insane page in the Facebook meta landscape known as Cool FM Live, all because of the Cool F Empire that I call all of you guys out there watching us throughout this evening. I'm keeping my eye down low. Still 20-10. Yep, okay, still 20-10. Chiefs in the lead. In case you have that on your... Oh, and they're driving? Oh, yeah. Of course they are. Oh, my goodness. 3rd and 11 for Mission Heights. The Berean defense clamping down once again. The whistle blows. Big 95 in motion. Coming to flank his quarterback now, going out for a pass. They toss it all the way up the middle, and that is an easy 6 for Mission Heights. Just before the half, Mission Heights with a receiver going straight up the middle was wide open. Caught the ball, tucked it in for a 35-yard touchdown, putting 6 up on the board, getting rid of the goose egg just before the end of the first half. They line up for 2. Looks like it'll be a direct snap to number 95. Oh, that looked like a false start. Looked like he took a step. And they're going to call that back. The flag was thrown on the far side, but he didn't get in. So they'll decline that penalty. 33-6 is what I just heard. Thank you, Claudia. I was listening very closely. But the flag, I think the flag was against Mission Heights. So they would decline the penalty because he didn't get in anyway, or do they make him replay it? Looks like they're opting to replay. I mean, it was a false start, but they let the play go. Oh, it's on. Thank you, Jared. Berean is winning. If you're just joining us, 33-6. It has been all Berean in this first half. Now the near side official coming to talk to the head official. And as I do that, just want to say thank you again for taking time out of your day. Thank you, Claudia. I appreciate that. Very kind, all of you in the live chat who've been wishing me a happy birthday. I'm trying to keep an eye on the live chat, on what's on the screen, and thinking about the score and how to call the play. So for those of you who've made the very nice comments, thank you guys so much. I'm sorry if I missed it. I'll definitely go back and check them after the broadcast. Backing up, tossing, looking. The catch and getting the 2-point conversion. 33-8. Just when you thought it was going to be a goose egg night, with shades of a tick left in this first half, Mission Heights gets on the board, gets the 2-point conversion, and they will kick off to Berean. Thank you again, all the amazing sponsors that make this coverage possible. Thank you to the Berean Academy cheerleaders and the Berean Academy Eagle mascot here, all dressed up, keeping this crowd all pumped up. A great crowd here tonight at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. off of the Martin Luther King Jr. Parkway in Sierra Vista, Arizona, on this fine Thursday night. My iWatch says 83 degrees. I mean, it's certainly warm, but it doesn't seem like it's that warm. I'm not sure, but a nice breeze coming from the south. That's a kick that's going to bounce right in front of Logan. He scoops it up. Oh, my goodness. One person to beat, but gets dragged down right at midfield. Logan all over this field on offense, on defense, and special teams.
I lived in the middle of like a huge city. Mine was pretty good team.
Two of my t-shirt right here. When did it happen?
Fantastic effort by number 7. So again, not sure how much time exactly is left in this first half, coming up just shy of 8 p.m., the 8 o'clock hour here in Sierra Vista. Thursday night football brought to you by our fantastic sponsors, all in the post description. This second quarter feels like it's taking a little bit longer for some reason, but nonetheless, Berean, it's all the scoring. I mean, it stops the clock every time, so. When you score 33 points in the first half. Bethea from shotgun tosses it over to Nate, incomplete on the far side. So Jeremiah with a good throw. Coming up just a little bit short as Nate made that turn to try to make that catch. Didn't happen. 2nd and 10. As Berean continues to put the pedal to the metal. And this must be the last play of this first half. You see the defense backing up, complete prevent defense, wrangled down on a huge play, but wow, the way that the defense backed up, there was no defensive line pressure. The defensive line backed up. I thought for sure that meant that would be the last play of this first half. Instead, there must still be time on the clock as a Berean player goes down. It did look like a horse collar from here. The officials have a much better view than we do, but we'll just have to trust that they're correct. However, Isaac Merrill, number 1, takes a seat on the field right at the 29-yard line as the coaching staff comes out to have a chat with him. I want to thank our fantastic sponsors making this coverage possible. Isaac looks a little bit hobbling on, I want to say on his leg. Now he's light jog to the sideline. So he is well enough to take that jog to the sideline. A little skip in there, so it must be something a little dinged up on his lower extremities. He'll go get it checked out. Here he is right there. Yeah, it is a ankle or knee as he heads over to the trainer's table. It is 1st and 10 for Berean. Back to action here. The ball spotted at the Mission Heights 29-yard line from the shotgun. Taking a big throw, going deep. Not able to make the tip to himself. Logan Seeley having to play defense while on offense just to tip the ball away from the Mission Heights defensive back. So it says 2nd and 10 from the 29. And a timeout called. My goodness. I mean, we just can't get out of this first half. I'll tell you what, it has been a barn burner for Berean. It is the Berean Academy of old. Berean Academy of old. This is only their 3rd year of existence. So when you say Berean Academy of old, you mean in their 2nd year, Jeff? Yes, in their 2nd year when they went undefeated. Ran the table and were the Canyon Athletic Association Division I state champs. They are making their mark here tonight on offense, defense. Haven't scored on special teams, but have made some big plays on special teams. And that is all the reason why. The score is Berean 33, Mission Heights 8. Just before the end of this first half. Got a good crowd here tonight. The whistle blows. 2nd and 10. Jeremiah in shotgun. Takes the snap. Quick throw over to Logan on the near side. Tries to cut up. Makes a couple people miss. Almost needed just one more block. Didn't have it. Gets pulled down. Is that enough for a first down? It appears as if it is. That first down brought to you by SSVEC. As Berean lines up quickly. Clock ticking down. Jeremiah from shotgun. Looking. Tossing. Beautiful hands. Beautiful catch. Did he get out of bounds? Was Meskey, number 4, coming across. But a hold against Berean. So it's all coming back anyway. Wow, that'll bring it way back.
I'll be like sitting in the car, so my dad's like, okay, I'm like, we could actually be doing stuff.
And Coach Hampton calls a timeout.
Weekend, not sitting at home.
It is definitely all special, Claudia. You're absolutely right. And hopefully this will be another special season for them. Berean Academy coming in 0-1 after the thumping that they took 1 week ago tonight. And they have returned with a vengeance. What a difference a week makes. So Berean will come out of their huddle. You heard the whistle blow. Thank you guys for tuning in this evening under the Thursday night lights at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. Jeff Davenport behind the camera and on the call for you here in Sierra Vista as the Berean Academy Eagles putting on a clinic 33-8. We have yet to reach the end of the first half. They're lining up with 1st and 25, 30. Big pass going deep to the end zone. And that is that intercepted. I believe it is. Fighting for it after the play. No, there's Nate thinks he took the ball back in the end zone. Hey, Devontae, thank you so much for your kind comments. It is our sponsors who make this coverage possible. And they are saying it was an interception in the end zone. And that will bring an end to this first half that has lasted 1 hour and 6 minutes. The clock stops a lot when you score a lot of points. The Berean Academy Eagles lead going into their locker room 33-8. Thank you so much to our amazing sponsors who make this coverage possible. Let me do something here. I'm going to flip this camera around. Jared, come on up here, man. Let's just sit down, brother. Let's just sit down right here with my friend and old teammates.
What's up, Jeff?
Everybody, it's Jared Young.
Hey, what's
there he
happening,
is right
everybody?
there, the athletic director for Lehman Academy.
Say what's up to the birthday boy. Show him some love.
Man, dude, thank you so much.
The big 4, maybe, something.
Yeah,
We're not gonna go with that second number.
Yeah, exactly. That's all right. Boy, this crowd is absolutely thunderous now. As Berean Academy
we got
heads
that
into
Eagle
the locker
meter
room.
up there trying to see what they're
Oh,
trying.
I see. Yeah, check this out. That's funny.
Flip it back over real quick.
Yeah, look at that right there. They're seeing how loud they can get. And it looks like that Eagle spirit meter
I love
peaking out and getting up high. Oh, my gosh. You know, what a difference a week makes. Looking at the difference between this team, I'm not sure if you kept up with Jalen Hampton this week or spoken to him.
Didn't have a chance to speak to him.
But when you see that, what is going on, brother? Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Getting some birthday love here from fans. Thanks to Jared shouting it out. Is the difference? I mean, this team, the Mission Heights team, was a 6-4 team last year.
Okay.
In this Division 3, so obviously a good team. I'm not sure how many seniors they lost or what their play has been like, but when you put the ball on the ground against this Berean Academy of last year,
our guys are going to eat you up.
They really are. What do you see as being the big keys to this first half, other than everything?
Turnovers for sure have hurt them. Field position. It's been not the great. I mean, it's a 100-yard field, but still, these guys are keying on. They've watched some film, obviously, if they were able to see some stuff. I see some guys going in uncovered on defense. Linebackers are flowing real good. So, it's a tale of the tape. I mean, you got to see what's going to happen, what Jalen's going to say to him in the corner over here, and that's technically the locker room.
Yeah, exactly.
And get them back out on the field and showing them, you want to step on the jugular as Belichick always did, as Saban always did.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to the third quarter, that's when you got to put it away.
So Belichick, Saban, Hampton. So putting all three together, I mean, come on.
Exactly.
How many of those guys? And only one of those three had an undefeated season. So come on, I mean,
very true.
And that is head coach Jalen Hampton. Here, 33-8, the score. Jared, what's going on in the world of high school football? Before we talk about the pick game tomorrow night, the most historic game, we'll talk about that momentarily. But looking at Buena's game last week, were you able to watch any of that?
I was there.
Oh, you were there.
Me and John called it.
Oh, awesome. Oh, I thought you did. I didn't want to assume, but I thought you guys did.
Yeah,
so you and John made the trip.
Got there late. They already scored one touchdown because we were stuck in Chandler traffic. You know how that goes.
Yep. This is Betty Fairfax.
Betty Fairfax. Way over in Levine.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Levine. That is the far side of the valley there, man.
Yeah, so you just take that 202. Thank God the loops are there in Phoenix. I know,
exactly.
Anyway,
but you still get stuck in traffic.
They rush a couple of rushes. Coach Thomas loves to run the ball and set the tone early. Yeah. And they did well in the first half with that a lot. They definitely have to clean up their special teams.
Really? So that was the area where you think?
Onside kick 3 times, and 3 out of 4 in the night were to Fairfax. So we got to really clean some stuff up on some onside work. But Coach, I'm drawing a blank. Our assistant head coach.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Benson guy. Yeah. So he'll get those special teams cleaned up. But everything else was clean. I mean, just Charlie Price. I was going through all the stats with John this week, and I'm just like, my goodness. I mean, 503 yards total offense. Okay. 272 on the ground, 230 in the air, something like that. It was incredible numbers. So,
I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
Did they have the second string offense in at any time, or did they?
Finally started to come in late fourth quarter. And I mean, Ricardo Brooks is one of our new DBs this year. He gets an interception when time expires and runs it 68 yards for a touchdown.
Way.
Yeah.
Oh my
So we
gosh.
ended up, if we would have got a 2-point conversion, we would have scored 70.
Yeah.
So I think we hit a school record because Thomas texted me earlier in the week. He goes, "Is that a school record for most points scored?"
That's a great question.
I think it is. I think we've scored 64 as our highest. But I can't go all the way back to the Truman days and all that. And there might have been.
Yeah, but I know that our junior year, my junior year, your sophomore year at Buena, I know our
freshman
offense.
Year.
Oh, your freshman. Thank you. Freshman. That offense that we had that year was the number 2 ranked offense in the 5A South. So I know we put up over 30 points a game. But I don't remember ever scoring close to 70. I'd have to check with Brad Branning about that. He remembers everything about every game. Yeah. And we love Brad. Yeah, we're Brad's old teammate.
Got me into that 300 bench press.
Look at that, man.
Rather quickly.
Come on, man.
You guys showed me a lot of stuff in the game.
So the key word, I went to see Coach Thomas today, and he said the key word for this week was discipline. How do you agree with that as being the key word for Buena this week?
Well, after like I said, having a few hiccups on special teams, you want to see your discipline improve. And there were a couple of unnecessary penalties, and there was a time we didn't know what happened. There was a time in the fourth quarter, right before it was getting like to that point, right maybe 2 minutes before the fourth quarter, Coach Thomas calls a timeout, brings the entire team off of the sideline out to him on the field. I think there was some little chip in getting ready to start going because it was such a lopsided score. Yeah. We didn't want to lose our composure. And Coach brought them all in. I think that's what happened. He just said, hey, we play Buena football, stay level-headed, do what we got to do with, play with class and finish strong. And I think that did help them regroup because I think some of them were getting ready to, you've been on the field in the war, in the trenches and all that stuff. It just gets a little chippy and it can get ugly fast. So
to bring that temperature back down,
exactly.
Having a coach
down.
They say it's the difference between a thermostat and a thermometer. A thermometer will tell you the temperature, but the thermostat will set the temperature.
Absolutely.
In my life, in my career, I always want to be the thermostat. I want to set the temperature when I walk into a room, when I am doing, working sales, or when I'm on a microphone in front of a crowd. And Coach Thomas has obviously made sure to set that. Even in their first game, that's a blowout game. I give him credit for knowing, hey, we don't want to let this slip away from us in a nasty fashion and then get kids tossed and then having to miss a game.
Absolutely.
We can't afford that. No team can afford. I don't care how good you are. No team can afford losing players on needless penalties.
Yep.
And that's something that Buena is just absolutely, having that coaching staff and that consistency from Joe Thomas. That is the old Buena team together again. Look at that.
Who's that? I don't know if that was Ben or not. Oh, Maria Singer. I don't know.
It's Marla. Yeah, right. It's Dave Dion.
Right on. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's
good to see you guys.
So, great to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We need Dave here. Why isn't Dave here? Where is he?
Dion,
we're still here.
Are you on call? Come on.
He's got exactly.
Just bring the sheriff's truck over. Come and say
drive on by. But anyway,
Mark Daniels won't know. Oops.
He's out of town tonight anyway. But looking at, or else he'd be right here. He'd be sitting with us, man, joining us tonight. Looking at Buena's opponent this week, Ironwood Ridge, they're also 1-0 coming into this game. It's a non-conference game, so again, it's not much of a chance to kind of build a lot of PowerPoints. You can't really do that against non-conference teams. But what kind of statement do you think Buena will make in their home opener tomorrow night at 7 p.m. over at Buena High School?
That team coming back from last year, and I was at the Ironwood game. Me and John called that one last year, and we sat like right here against the edge of the away stands and kept looking back, and it's like this giant black cloud, and it's like, oh, it's going to keep going past us. Comes right over the field and just dumps. And so, us playing down here in Sierra Vista, we're used to the wet weather. We have practiced all the time in the rain, so our kids got fired up. I mean, even the cheerleaders, the coach was like, let's go in. They were like, we're staying here. And they just were like, we're going to cheer our boys on. And they just, it was incredible. And I think that momentum shifted. We were kind of getting a little ugly, but we rattled that sophomore quarterback. Now, he'll be a junior. And we rattled him pretty good. We got him to throw some picks late in the game. And we were able to, shift the momentum in the third quarter big time. So, discipline, as Coach Thomas has been preaching all week, we'll have to see if it just, if it comes through with all these players. If they step up and do what they need to do and keep their discipline, I think it's 40 points, 50 points. They can score. Those guys can score at will almost.
Could you imagine that, getting over 100 points in offense in just 2 weeks? I mean, and it is feasible. Yeah. It is absolutely feasible for them to do that. Let's talk about other games going on tomorrow night. It is one of the most historic games in the United States. One of the oldest rivalries in the United States is right here in Cochise County. Bisbee versus Douglas, the pick game. Last year, who won? I think it was Douglas. Yes, Douglas. Douglas took it in a kind of a chippy game that ended up coming down to the last minute. Berean comes back on the field here. We'll flip the camera around in a minute. But let's talk about the history, the legacy, and what it means to participate in a game of that stature this early in the season.
Man, I mean, I've been there one time, and I was fortunate enough to be there when Truman was coaching at Bisbee.
No way.
And so to see him win the pick and bring it back to Bisbee after Douglas held on to it for like 4 years.
Yeah.
It just makes your heart swell, because you knew that guy just like almost won his Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, Truman was a legend in this area. Still is a legend. Here we are talking about him still. We miss you, Coach.
Yep.
You know, we loved you, loved your attitude, loved your passion for the game, and all you did. You know, you made us into grown men. That's what coaches do in this game, and you know, all the stuff you hear from all these other coaches, all through the years or whatever. You see something like that, a little success like that at a rival game. I mean, just to see a rival game, seeing the sidelines. Just swelling.
It's unbelievable how full it gets. If you've never had a chance to go see a Pitt game, I've been to a Pitt game in Douglas and I've been to one in Bisbee, made the call with Sheriff Mark on the radio. It is an electric atmosphere where there is actually tailgating at high school football. It is that historic. It's that much fun. And do you know anything about the two teams? What are they looking like this year?
Well,
because they lost. Sebastian Lopez graduated, so Bisbee's biggest threat from last year gone. But again, they're a team that doesn't. They don't just restock; they reload.
Yeah.
And that is how they roll.
From what they did last week, from what I saw, as we covered on our Friday night recap show, that we're starting to do on Saturday mornings with Cool FM. So tune in on Saturday morning. We'll be on there, guys.
Yeah.
But Bisbee put up 65 against some school named MHP, and I don't know who that is, but they put up 65. So they got some offensive weapons. They've got some good, decent receivers. And from what I saw, they were pretty in tune. So they've been working extra outside of what they're doing in the regular practices. So.
Well, and knowing that whole offense really did revolve around Sebastian last year, and even their defense. You know, I mean, he was on defense, making some great plays too. I mean, he was an exceptional young athlete. Do you know where he landed or where he ended up?
Sure.
Did he go to Hastings College too, just like everybody else?
Yeah,
I mean, he might have.
We got a whole bunch
all
of
those
kids
guys.
over there.
Yeah, we got a lot of kids
But
go to Hastings.
I will say this: Hunter Long will bring everything he has to that Pitt game. Hunter's got a good nucleus of kids that he's got doing well for him at Douglas, and it's good to see him turning that program around. He's a young, full of energy guy, and he's got
a former D1 football player himself. I mean, the guy is massive. He makes Jared look small. Okay, I'm serious. If you ever stand next to Hunter Long, I mean, his arms are the size of my head. It's ridiculous how big Hunter Long is. And Coach Hunter, if you're watching, we wish you the best of luck tomorrow in the Pitt game, and for Bisbee as well, all the Bisbee crew who are going to be heading there. The Bisbee boys, I believe, are going to be covering that game tomorrow over on the Cool FM page. As you, where are you going to be tomorrow night?
I will be in the box.
Address. Yep. Public address announcer for Buena High School right here. How many years have you been doing that, Jared?
This is going into my third full year.
Dang, man. Yeah. It feels like it's been more.
I know.
It's like, you know, your voice is so synonymous, you know, with that school. And I love the involvement. And there's something about being a part of Buena High School. Once a fighting Colt, always a fighting Colt. I got to relive that myself today. I got to relive that today as Coach Thomas invited me to be a part of the practice today, and so they could sing happy birthday to me. That's one thing I always love about Coach, is the involvement that anytime any of his players have a birthday during one of their practices, they come around that player and they sing to him. I even got the cha-cha-cha from
Scrappy?
Yes, from Scrappy.
Yeah.
Scrappy's doing the cha-cha. I was trying to think of his real name. Andres Bonilla. And it was very, very sweet.
Which is, by the way, sorry to cut you off real quick. Please, if you guys are going to come out tomorrow, you're going to see history made. I want to say Scrappy Bonilla is about 22 yards shy of 3,000 rushing yards.
Oh, my goodness.
For a career.
That's unbelievable. So you can see it.
Breaking his record at home tomorrow.
And you can see that tomorrow over at the Buena High School field here in Sierra Vista. The Buena High School home opener, Ironwood Ridge, coming to Buena. But we get back to action here. Thanks so much, Jared. Always appreciate chatting with you, man. It made it go by quick. That flew by.
It did.
It's almost like a class reunion, Jared and I, even though we're 2 years apart. As far as our graduating classes, he is a brother in battle and a brother for life.
You guys have a 30-year reunion this year? Did you?
I don't. If they did, I wasn't invited. Which
I'm in charge of mine, so you can come crash mine.
Oh, dude, I appreciate that. I will gladly take you up on that.
I'll be running that whole thing. So
that's awesome, man. That's so cool to be able to do that. I love it. So the score is 33-8. According to the score that we've heard announced from the public address announcer here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field Berean on top. Great tackle. Nice job tackling from behind and then putting your head down on the ball, and the runner goes straight down. It will be 2nd down and 9 for Mission Heights. This Berean Academy Eagles defense has had a heck of a game, only giving up those 8 points, the 6 points and then the 2-point conversion in the last 2 minutes of that first half. Other than that, that first half was all Berean, and they look to continue that pressure here. What are we looking at for the score of the other game? It looked like Baltimore was coming back. I thought I saw a post or a comment coming in saying 20-17.
27-17.
Okay, all right. So KC responded. A good hole up the side, but it was plugged very quickly by the Berean Eagle defense.
Baltimore's driving. They're on the other side of the 50.
Okay. So you can't count out Lamar, and you cannot count out that offense of Baltimore.
Derrick Henry.
Yes, exactly. I mean,
the off season,
which is a huge addition. I mean, you think of the NFL being, it's not a running league anymore. It's not. It's a quarterback passing league, but there is still a need. There's always going to be a need for solid running backs. Even the Arizona Cardinals with James Conner, who is one of the best in the league and probably most underrated, who doesn't get enough love. Watching him play with such passion, he's got that. Picked off in the flat.
Mason. Looks like Mason. Could be number 4. Yep, Mason missed it.
A fantastic job by the Berean.
Oh, no, Bite.
Is that who it was?
Is there another Bite on the team?
No, it's Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah was number 2. I think he was the one who picked that off.
Somebody.
Yeah. An amazing defensive effort. An interception for Berean puts them inside the 30-yard line of their opponents. Boy, they could. When does the running clock take effect? Does it only take effect in the 4th quarter, or can they start running it in the 3rd?
Yeah, I can start in the 3rd. Actually, we started it last week in the 2nd.
Oh my gosh!
Because it was 42-7.
Oh yeah.
So 35 minutes in the first, or 35-point spread in the first half. Start your running clock. 42
is the consistent running. Yeah.
Second half.
And I assume that the AIA rule kind of translates here to the CAA. So
pretty much.
Bethea running, juking, jiving throws.
Mills was in the area.
Just not able to make that pass complete. A lot of extra running around. They are looking to keep the throttle to the max. The Berean Academy Eagles up 33-8 here early in this second half. So we look and see that the Berean Academy Eagles have jerseys very much like the University of Arizona. Have you been following them much to see how the Wildcats are going to be doing this year?
I am super excited for that program just because of the fact that Tetaroa, McMillan, and Noah Fafita, they could have left easily and went right to Washington with Jed Fish.
Isn't that interesting?
And they were so humble and said, hey, you know what? And they gathered the team an hour after Jed came in and announced that he was leaving. They said, all right, we got a meeting in an hour. If you're going to stay with us, get back to the meeting room.
Really?
78 kids came back into that room and said, we're with you. We're not going anywhere. We got a lot to prove still. And so we're here. And a little fight there with the
Are
ball.
you kidding me?
I think Nate
hand fighting. Did Nate come down with it?
Nate did come down with it.
He didn't get the touchdown, but they got the ball down to the 1. Wow. A huge pass on the near sideline. A big completion for Berean. It's 1st and goal, Eagles.
But, I mean, the numbers last week, 10 catches, 304 yards. T-Mac, are you kidding me? That kid is going to be in the Heisman hunt within game 3. I mean, he's.
And when was the last time U of A had someone actually in that conversation?
Right, exactly. Noah Fafita's already in the. Can't remember the other award for quarterbacks, but he's in the mix for that. And just to see the energy in that program coming off of that Valero Bowl against Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And they're going to be exciting. I'm not going to be surprised if they put up 70 against NAU Saturday. Sorry to say, but...
Sorry, Mr. Mayor. But kind of looks like it might... Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a not-so-competitive game. But definitely a good experience for the players at NAU as well as those on the second and third string for the Wildcats. The option play going to Logan, racing to the outside, makes it around the corner, tucks it in. It is another 6 for the Eagles. And 33 plus 6 is 39.
There you go.
39-8 as we see if the Eagles will go for the extra point kick or will go for 2. Scoring on the turnover. The interception, I believe, by Jeremiah. And Berean turns it into 6 as they look to go for 2. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the bottom of the screen. Whips it right through the hands of Meskey. So it is 39-8 here early in the third quarter. The Berean Academy Eagles. Thanks so much for the love in the live chat. Thanks for the comments in the live chat as we are rooting for the Eagles now. How did Baltimore do on that drive? Did they end up coming up with any points? Or
Turned it over, and
no way.
now we're at 34-17.
Oh my goodness. So the Chiefs, they're putting it away just as quickly as the Eagles are. Now the Eagles of Philadelphia are playing tomorrow night in Brazil. Is that right?
Yes.
There's going to be an NFL game on a Friday in South America.
And I've heard some controversy with this game. Lots
Really?
of controversy. That they're having issues with some rival gangs in the area, and they've threatened both NFL teams to not wear green. They both have green in their uniforms.
Yeah, that's the Eagles and the Packers.
So they've made this a big old giant huge issue of
like
security.
the country of Brazil, or
Yes.
okay.
So the teams are now going to have to drive in armored vehicles to the stadiums.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. The Buena game tomorrow night starts at 7 p.m. Claudia, it'll be home game over at Buena High School. Ironwood Ridge coming to town. So the ball will go back to Mission Heights here in the third. They're down 39-8. Wow, that is I had not heard that about that game tomorrow. You do worry about security concerns whenever the NFL is at any home game. That's why you go through all the layers of security. I was a 7-year Cardinal season ticket holder, literally missed 2 games. They were both preseason. But I did go to the London game. I mean, we traveled to the London game in 2017 to watch them lay a big fat egg against the Rams, which was really awful. Terrible game to be at, but fun to be in the atmosphere of an international game. And you want the international games to be fun. You want them to be joyful. You don't want them to be so concerned with security details and stuff that people have to say, oh, yeah, you can't wear green when it's the Eagles versus the Packers. My gosh.
That's why if I were them, I'd just laugh in the face of it. It's like, what are you going to do? But we'll see. I mean, these guys are going to do their thing, and it's going to be an interesting game. I mean, we got a new contract for Jordan Love. And,
yes.
And Jalen's going to be fresh and healthy again, and the Eagles are healthy. So a strong start for both teams. We should see a very, very close game.
Yeah. So, yeah, will Jalen put the hurts on the Packers tomorrow night? Or will Jordan show some love to his team as the ball gets thrown around?
I see what you did there.
Wink, wink. Thank you.
Little play on words. I love it.
This is why I get paid the big bucks to come up with the silliness here. But so it's literally love hurts tomorrow.
Wow. The boom boom. Don't forget to pay your waitresses. He'll be here all evening. Tip your waiters.
Look at me. I'm so giving on my own birthday. I give to you all, the Cool F Empire, and to my brother in battle, my brother for life,
man.
Jared Young here.
Oh, goodness.
So some quick ball movement by Mission.
Heights is getting some move. Oh, here comes Matt Mesky. Oh, ball's on
Did
the
the ball
ground.
come out? Or will they say he was down first? You see one of the coaches for Berean screaming at the officials, and now his team pumping them up. What a beautiful backfield tackle. Backs them up to 3rd and 9. Puts the ball at their own 45-yard line. Mission Heights, 3rd and now they have a player go down. So that will stop the clock. That sack brought to you by Ginger's Title Services in Sierra Vista. For your vehicle title registration, identification, and so much more, look for the pink door at 999 East Pry Boulevard on the west side of the complex. Check out Jennifer and her team, and they will be able to get you anything and everything you need. So all the players take a knee when a player goes down on the field. There is a training staff coming out to check on that player. As they do that, Gerald Morgan is saying it's KC 27, Baltimore 20. I think that's an old score. I think
it's 34,
yeah, it's
17 or something like that.
I think that score, unless there was a play called back or something like that. But
Oh, no, I guess so. I guess.
oh no, is it?
Touchdown did come back.
Oh, it is. So the touchdown did come back. Okay, so it is. Thank you, Gerald, for the update there.
20.
Look at that. Okay, so
4:10
still within
remaining.
range. Yeah, 4:10, plenty of time
And
for that
KC has
Baltimore
the ball.
potent offense. If the Baltimore defense can play like the Baltimore defense that had a felon on their team, allegedly. I always have to say that. I'm not getting sued today. Don't cancel me. I love you, Ray Lewis. Don't hurt me, please, sir. But watching that defense, they say defense wins championships. I think that's happened a couple of times in recent memory. The Baltimore defense, obviously, the Ravens defense being one of those, and then the Broncos defense against Cam Newton in that Super Bowl.
Yes.
That was where you watched a defense literally win a championship with Von Miller on the outside linebacker, who was in the MVP conversation during that season. But in the most part, it is going to be that offensive league and the run and gun, that West Coast offense that has taken over the world. That
read option.
Yes, the read option that that college that they thought, it's college, it'll never work in the pros. College plays do not translate to the NFL. Well, that's not true. Racing him down, chasing him down from behind.
Intentional grounding.
Looks like it would be.
But
Jensen and Mesky on the tackle combining, but they are not throwing a flag for intentional grounding. I don't know if that was necessarily a throw because it looks like it went backwards. And that will be
somebody's
4th
in
down.
the neighborhood for that pass. I don't know where they were.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unless they were standing on the sideline, they consider that being in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
which in that case, okay. So Mission Heights will have to punt it away. Logan Seeley waits right at his 22-yard line. Snap is good. The kick is high. Logan catches at the 15. Makes one man miss. Makes the second man miss. But can't get away. Gets about 6 yards on that play. A Mission Heights player who went for that initial tackle is down. He gets up slowly. And it will be time once again to see the Berean Academy Eagles offense on the field here in this third quarter as they lead 39-8. You lead by 31. Can they make it? Can they make it 39? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do with this drive here as their offense comes out on the field in this third quarter. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our area since 1963 for all your towing and propane needs. Oh, that's kind of a cool car. Look at that car going by with the lights on the rims. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that. At first, I thought that was the SpaceX rocket that they said took off. I was like, oh my gosh, the SpaceX rocket is driving on the
tonight.
is driving. I know. Oh, we absolutely would.
Clear
But
sky.
yeah, absolutely clear. Haven't seen any sign of it just yet. So Berean starts from their own 23-yard line. Jeremiah in the backfield, flanked by 2 running backs. Receiver split to the left, fakes the handoff on the inside, goes for the option, keeps, goes up the middle, makes a few people miss, gets a first down, and so much more. Out to almost the 44.
Very good option fake.
A fantastic job.
Logan
gets some stretch. Get some stretches there.
Treatment for those hammies and calves.
Yeah, that's what happened last week. Was Logan spent a little bit of time on that training table, so he's getting stretched out here in the third quarter to make sure he's healthy for when he comes back in the fourth. Handoff, making a couple people miss. Great job keeping the legs moving. Good gain of 4 by the Berean offense. Takes it out to about the 48-yard line is where they'll spot it. 2nd and 5. Berean in a hurry-up offense. Handoff again. Run straight up the middle with authority. Elijah Law, number 13, getting some touches tonight for the Berean offense as they're in their hurry-up formation. They come back to the line after that first down. Brought to you by the Sierra Vista Medical Group at sierravistamedicalgroup.org. Option out to the near side. The toss, the pitch. Great run. Way to hold on to the ball. The pitch was high. But Aiden Phillips hanging on to the ball. And again, a hurry-up offense trying to get that Mission Heights defense winded here in the third. Some good time for Jeremiah to scope the field. Able to escape zigs and zags and gets another Berean Academy first down, brought to you by the Sierra Vista Sonic. On the east side of Fry Boulevard, stop by Sonic and get yourself some great Sonic food. I know they got their Sonic Smashers now. They have a smash burger that you can get there.
Very tasty. It's not too bad.
The handoff. That goes to Liliana Villalobos.
There she
Lily getting in the game, getting a touch there.
Saw Lily get some late touches in the season, late in the season last year.
And she was the very first female in Arizona high school football to score a touchdown in the history of Arizona high school football, as she did last year. Oh, gets wrapped down from behind, hangs on to the ball, though.
You pull her down by her ponytail.
I know, but goodness.
Gosh.
She got wrapped down pretty quick. They needed to have an extra block out there on that side. How dare you not block? It is 39-8. Berean on the move. It will be third down and about 4. The ball spotted at the 24 of Mission Heights. Jeremiah from the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, scoops and jukes past 2 guys, makes a third, hanging on, gripping the jersey, slows him down, but not before he gets to that 15-yard line. It might spot it at the 16. It will be a first down Berean, but the clock will stop for a Mission Heights injury.
2-minute warning, same score.
So sitting at 27-20, KC with the ball with 2 minutes to go? Okay, so they can almost run out the clock if they... Yeah, how many timeouts does Baltimore have?
0.
Oh, yeah, so all they need is to get a first down, and that game will be wrapped.
It is 3rd and 10 coming in from the 2-minute warning.
Okay.
But you know Mahomes. Magic Mahomes.
Man, he's unbelievable. Watch, even how did he do it? What was it, behind the back pass in the preseason?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? You're Patrick Mahomes. I mean, do you think there is a odds-on chance that Kansas City could three-peat? I mean, no team in NFL history has ever done that, right?
No.
So it would be history. And again, speaking of history, you can see Scrappy get 3,000 yards tomorrow night at Buena High School here for their home opener tomorrow night. But back to the conversation at hand. Winning 3 straight championships, it's difficult to repeat. I mean, you look at some of the greatest teams of all time that have won the most Super Bowls ever. The New England Patriots went to 10 Super Bowls, won 7 of them, never won 3 in a row. They, the Niners of the 80s, the Cowboys in the 90s. You think of these dominant teams that the Steelers in the 70s, they never won 3 in a row. They won back-to-back, but never 3 straight. Could Kansas City, could it be Kansas City's time to make history in this season? Looks like they've started on the right foot, just like Jeremiah on the right foot. Makes the cut to the outside. Goes in for 6 more. The Eagles soaring high, flying high. Here tonight at Keith Hampton Memorial Field, getting another touchdown on the ground. 45-8. Eagles here in the third. What a difference a week makes. We might have to go down to the field and talk to Coach Hampton after this and kind of pick his brain about this particular game, the turnaround from 7 nights ago. As they line up to go for 2, Lilly is the left back in the backfield. Let's see what kind of blocking that offensive line gives. The pitch to Lilly. Goes hard, comes up just a little bit short. Oh my gosh.
Look at her beat her feet into the turf like, I was right there.
Man. So close from adding 2 more, but instead it stays Berean Academy. 45. Mission Heights, 6. Thank you so much to our amazing sponsors making this coverage possible. Good old Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, the #1 pest control company that you could hope for. Whether you need service to your home or business, your satisfaction is always guaranteed from veteran-owned and operated All Pro Pest Management. Thank you also to the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty. Looking to buy or sell your home or land, our good friend John Berger, part of that team. And John Berger he knows everybody in this town. It's really funny. You know, it's like, I'm famous, but John's still, like, he knows more people than I do. How is that even possible?
A lot of credibility.
I know.
And John just knows them all.
Yeah, it's crazy. You and I have been here a combined 95 years.
Right? Exactly.
Wow, great run by Mission Heights. And given their crowd on that far sideline, something to cheer about.
Do we know Mission Heights is home? Where are they at?
I want to say it's the Valley. It's got to be somewhere in the Valley. I didn't see if it's in.
The fans
exactly. That's a good crowd making that long drive down to Sierra Vista, making that high climb up to the high country here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I would just take that.
So Logan runs off the field. Looks like he might go back to the trainer's table, get another stretch in.
Well, when the guy plays special teams, defense, offense.
Yeah, give him a rest. Give him a little rest here. See, Jared's got fans too. Jared's got fans coming over to him saying hi. 1st and 10 for Mission Heights.
I'm trying to talk to them about doing some middle school stuff.
Ball spotted on their 43-yard line. Oh, pass wobbly hit as he throws. Not able to come down with it. Boy, that would have been an incredible circus catch. But Nate on the defense takes a big old swing. Does that Calais Campbell swing there. That'll make it 2nd down. Ball spotted again at the 42. Excuse me, I think I said 43. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line of Mission Heights. It has been all hands on deck. A great show of force by the Berean Academy Eagles here tonight. All 3 phases have been executed extremely well. This does look like the Berean Academy Eagles from 1 year ago.
It's just a lot of practice.
Oh, not able to wrap up. Still going. Bumbling, stumbling, rumbling. Down to the Berean 35-yard line.
That number 95 kid again.
That number 95. He's not the fridge. He's the entire grocery aisle.
He is the whole.
He is the entire
package.
Kenmore department.
Yes.
The Am I what?
Am I the cameraman?
Yes, I'm a cameraman today. That's all I am. I'm just a lowly cameraman. The ball spotted at the 35. My goodness. And when 95 gets it again, runs up the middle. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4 Eagles to bring him down. Running with authority as the Eagles defense. And again, I'm looking and I'm seeing some numbers that normally are not on the starting rotation. So kudos to head coach Jalen Hampton giving some of his backups a chance, an opportunity as they call timeout, just to talk to the defense. Some of these players maybe don't get as much field time as the starters do, but when you're leading 45-8, you have the luxury of putting in that second string. That was my college experience. My team was down by 45 at the half every game. So the coach looked down the sideline and said, "What's the worst that can happen? Davenport, get in there." And so I got to play the second half of every game, hearing my name announced, making college tackles in college football stadiums. So, I was not a starter on my college team, but I got to play a lot of time because my team absolutely was awful.
Where was this again? Remind me.
I was at Sterling College in Sterling, Kansas, recruited by a handful of NAIA, the equivalent of a D3 team, back in the day in the mid-'90s, and that was the one that I felt like was the best offer and the best fit for me. After visiting a few of them, Chucky and I went and visited a couple together, and unfortunately he didn't make the trip, but his daughters now play at Sterling College. They play softball there, yeah.
Look at the full circle there.
I know, it's incredible. Yeah, when he told me that, I was freaking out. We go to the fourth. It must have been a running clock of some sort because that third quarter went by pretty quickly. And so at about 11 minutes to the top of the hour, we flip the field. But not the script. The script does not flip. It is all Berean this entire game as the offense of Mission Heights making a drive to start the fourth. Nice wrap up by Berean. Now they drive backwards. The swarm team tackle coming into play by the Eagles, swarming to the ball.
Baltimore has the ball.
Really? How on earth did they get the ball back?
I don't know what happened.
We'll have Jared giving us play-by-play since we can't have the volume on, or else we'll get demonetized.
31 seconds and rolling.
Okay, so a rolling clock with 31 seconds to go. Baltimore looking to tie?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and they're at the 10. Okay, so we got two games going just like you probably do. Lamar looking all day. Throws to the end zone, just over the head of the receiver.
He's hurt.
Here, Mission Heights trying to get the ball thrown and throws to the center of the field as the quarterback was going down. Gets helped up by the Berean defensive player. I believe that's Meskey helping up the quarterback as he rushed him and got him popped really good right as he threw the ball, which went incomplete. I don't know why they're not handing it back to number 95. He's driven them in this position.
Right?
Let him go. Just wind him up and let him go.
Yeah, sure.
It is trips left, something you rarely see. You probably see a receiver in motion. No, they keep the trips left and not able to snag that ball. They had the two receivers running out looking like to make a block, which before the ball is thrown, that would be an illegal play, but the ball was released right away. It will be fourth down. The Eagles defense holding again to another fourth down. This Mission Heights offense that has only seen the end zone and a two-point conversion one time in this game. For all intents and purposes, we believe it is a running clock. There is no scoreboard here, but we do know the score is 45-8. Berean Academy Eagles in the lead.
Receiver went hard down on his right shoulder. So
oh, gosh.
they're tending to him in the corner. So it's a medical timeout.
Okay, medical timeout in the opening game of the NFL season going on tonight. The quarterback for Mission Heights looking, and throws high, out of bounds. getting pushed to his right, and that should be a turnover on downs. The Berean Academy defense holds, and the offense will take the field with a 45-8 lead here in the fourth. Thank you so much to Grasshopper Landscaping, where you will always find quality from the ground up. Damon, Marie, the entire Trejo family, the Grasshopper Landscaping family, they are fantastic. One of our incredible sponsors that you can see in the post description.
Oh, what in you?
What happened? What happened?
Zay Flowers was so wide open.
Did he miss it or
Just look at what?
Oh no.
Watch.
Okay, I can't show it,
Sorry,
but
no,
I'll
yeah.
yeah, exactly, but I'll look. So Lamar Jackson dropped back, shuffled to his right, wide open in the back of the end zone, was not able to make the connection. Chiefs Kingdom has got to be going crazy. I think one of my best friends from elementary school has season tickets right there, and it's either in one of the end zones. It's either right there. It's a 50-50 chance. He is cheering the Chiefs defense on right now. Dennis, I know you're not watching this, but what down is it?
5 seconds. It's 3rd and goal.
Okay. And here it is 1st and 10 for the Berean Academy offense. Lamar Jackson drops back. Circling. Finds some time. Throws. Were the feet in?
They're saying so for, oh my God.
Oh, the pass just short. To Thomas, I believe. No, Torres. Johnny Torres, excuse me. Johnny Torres. That pass just a little bit short to him, or else he was off to the races, and they will look at that. Oh, is the toe on? Is there a blade of white grass between the toes?
The left one is even the one that they're watching. Look. Looks like 2 feet, sir.
Oh!
1 and then 2 right there.
Wow! If that stands, it's so good that they called that a touchdown, so at least they can look at it. There's a handoff coming off to the near side on 3rd down and long. So again, you have the Berean, a lot of non-starters in this game getting some reps.
Do you call that out or do you call it in?
That's if his toe's on the line, that's out. Oh my gosh!
I mean, a matter of
half a blade of grass.
maybe. Oh.
So it will be 4th down. Most likely that touchdown will be called back. Look at us calling 2 games at once, Jared. This is how good we are.
This is
Does that mean we get to charge Todd double?
Espen. The Espen team. And Mr. Hockley Jr. Incomplete. And
Hercules Jr.
game is over.
And that's the ball game. So, by the length of a blade of grass, the Kansas City Chiefs escape and win the first game of this NFL season. They pick up where they left off from last year. Is Omar playing, Claudia? That is a very good question. I am not sure, but I would assume that if Omar is around a second teamer of some sort, we will look for number 21. I believe Omar Sprott is who you are referring to. And we'll keep an eye out there to see if number 21 is on the field. I see 21. He's outside the huddle, so I don't believe there's 21 right. Here, let me see if I can close in. Right there, there's number 21. There's Omar. He is outside of the offensive huddle. But it's probably just a matter of time until he is on the field. In a game like this, when you're leading 45-8 in the fourth, got to be a running clock. I would safely assume, just for fairness. I mean, the running clock, the running clock is not necessarily an insult to one team or another. It's
actually safe.
It is making the game fair. It really is. And it cuts down on potential injuries, because if the clock were to stop normally, you'd be playing many more. Torres wrangles it in, and he will go all the way. 75-yard score for Berean Academy. 51-8.
Oh, Johnny Torres, huh? Little Torres. Turned on the wheels.
He did.
Get the tee or something. Get Logan a helmet.
Fantastic job, Berean Academy. Again, I will say it for the 85th time tonight. What a difference a week makes. I am wondering what kind of practice these kids had from last week to this week, seeing the turnaround. They go for the extra point. They've bobbled the snap a couple times. That snap is down. Kick is up. And it is through. 52-8. Rams and Lions are playing tomorrow too? Someone's saying Rams and Lions tomorrow and Green Bay and Eagles tomorrow. I thought it was just the Green Bay Eagles game.
Or I thought it was just the Packers. With the NFL season this year.
Well, you know, I've always said I hate the Thursday night games. Honestly, I think there's only 2 times you should play a Thursday night game. That is Week 1 and Thanksgiving. Those are the only 2 times that you should do that, because all you're doing is enabling hurt players to become injured players when you play on Thursday night. That is not enough time for these players to recover, for their bodies, the car wreck that they put themselves through every single play. It is not enough time. That is what again, 7-year Cardinals season ticket holder. I went to 4 Thursday night games. They were awful. There were injuries left and right. Every single Thursday night game I went to, it was a miracle that more people were not injured on Thursday nights. And you can actually plan the schedule where you still have your buys, or if you play a Thursday night, you have an entire bye week beforehand. So you don't play Sunday, then play Thursday. Big run up the middle. Is that number 95? Of course it is.
Wow.
You play Sunday and then play the following Thursday. That's what I say. Instead of doing a Sunday to Thursday, it doesn't make sense. It is so difficult to watch. But Thursday, Friday, the NFL owns the sports world anyway. Why not? And what was it, during the COVID year, they actually played 1 game on every day of the week during the COVID season, because they had to delay games, they had to move games, reschedule during that 2020 season.
It was wild.
There we go. Great job. The Eagles swarming to the ball. It takes 4 of them to bring down big number 8 over on the Mission Heights side. But they bring him down nonetheless. The clock is rolling. Nope, Lions play Sunday, Claudia says. Well, that's fine. That's a game to look forward to. The Detroit. Oh, no. Oh, some of the lights going out here. I think what time is it? It's 9 o'clock. Do they think the lights go out at 9? Did somebody forget to pay? Where's SSVEC? Wait. Jared just told me a secret. Jared has access to the lights. Oh my gosh. Can you turn them to different colors?
No, I can't do the colors.
Okay. Hang on. Coach doesn't know this, but the lights will be coming back on as soon as Jared logs in. He's logging in. Let's see if this works. Nope, they're just going to roll the clock anyway. Even with a bank of lights out. Quarterback rolls, hits number 95, almost in stride, but they're saying it was a fumble. The Eagles recover. Or should I say, the Eagles have landed on the ball. At least someone appreciated that joke. Okay, thank you.
I think the track lights turned on.
Oh, it's the low lights. Well, we'll see if Jared's app works. Is there an app to turn these lights back on? We're going to find out. The refs, more importantly, the Cowboys play Sunday. That's what Steven says. Jared, did you just do that? Did you just do that?
Yes.
Jared just did that. Jared just did that.
You're welcome.
Let there be lights. The lights shining bright on Thursday night for the Berean Academy Eagles, whose record will go to 1-1. Mission Heights will end up going to 0-1. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. Uh-oh. Goes over the head of Jeremiah. He's able to get on it, though. And he does. But the clock's still running here in the fourth quarter. The Eagles lead 51-8. Got to be nearing the end of this game with a running clock here at 9:03 Arizona time. Wherever you're watching us from, thank you so much for taking that time out of your evening or morning, wherever you are, to hang out with us. Jeff Davenport on the call behind the camera with Jared Young. Nice move. Fantastic job by Elijah Law, number 13, keeping those feet driving. Oh, Vanessa Charisse says, thank you, Jeff and Jared.
Always a pleasure. Such good times.
No, it's always the best. And, you know, you think of our time on a field like this in high school. It was many moons ago.
Man. Two hips later.
Oh, man. No, yeah, what your body went through, my gosh.
Feel good, though.
I was lucky just to get out of it with...
back out there. Get me back in the stance. Give me some pads.
I was lucky to get out of it with a bum pinky and 6 stitches in my chin for 4 years high school, 1 year college. And very fortunate to be as injury-free as I am on my 48th birthday today.
Yeah, man.
Celebrating with the Cool F Empire
day.
And everybody else. All the people who sent me text messages, DMs, made posts. Oh, wow, big hit. Big hit, but holding on to the ball. Hunter Ferguson held on to the ball. Stuck in Tucson, so this stream is a blessing. Well, glad we're able to bless you tonight, Devontae. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for the love. As the offense, are they going to get in some sort of victory formation, or are they just going to wait it out? Because it's 4th and long for the Berean Academy Eagles offense. So they're going to run into play. And Steven's stuck in Houston, for crying out loud. Oh, my gosh. Well, people stuck watching our coverage here tonight.
That's awesome.
At least you're able to do something to kind of make the time pass by. Time is the most important thing we have, and we thank you for spending part of your time with us tonight. And thank you to all our sponsors. You can see them in the post description. Jeremiah bobbing and weaving, going back and forth. Oh, my goodness. Still standing up and finally goes down. Elbow touches the ground. The whistle blows. They're looking for a flag coming in late, not getting it. So, turnover on downs. Mission Heights will have the ball back with a running clock. Got to be very limited time left. It feels like these have been like 15-minute quarters instead of 12-minute quarters.
Watch closer and closer.
Merrill's, yeah, he's keeping it. Yeah, you're right. He is keeping an eye on it, isn't he? Now, hats off to the officials tonight. They've done a great job in a high-scoring game where you got to keep your head on a swivel, watching these players, really keeping a close eye on the sidelines. I think they've done a great job tonight.
Careful. Careful. That's it.
Again.
There's the ball game. Lifted the ball.
That is all she wrote. The running clock comes through for the Berean Academy Eagles as they return to form tonight at Keith Hampton Field. The final score, 52. Yes, thank you. 52, because they made the extra point. 52-8. Thank you so much to all of our awesome sponsors who make this coverage possible. In the post description, I'll read them off for you one last time. There we go. Thank you, Copper Queen Community Hospital, SSVEC, Sierra Vista Sonic. Thank you to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, Grasshopper Landscaping, Ginger's Tile Services, the Sierra Vista Medical Group, and Barnett's Towing and Propane. Thank you for the birthday wishes all day long and all game long in the live stream. Love you guys and cannot thank you enough for allowing me to be a part of your existence and a part of your life, and I thank you for being such a huge part of mine. Congratulations to the Berean Academy Eagles, who go to 1-1 with a huge 1 victory tonight, a hard-fought victory. The Eagles, they soar all over this field, and they score 52 points. Offense, defense, special teams coming together for the Eagles. Thank you, Jared Young, for hanging out with me tonight, my brother.
Man, always a
my
pleasure.
brother in battle, my brother for life. It is always awesome to see you. Best of luck to Buena tomorrow night. I know you'll do amazing there, getting the stampede going from the public address announce box at Buena High School. Kickoff, 7 p.m. History will be made tomorrow night as Andres Bonilla, Scrappy, will go over 3,000 yards rushing tomorrow night. You don't want to miss it. And what does Berean do after these games? They got to run sprints. That is what they do. They ran sprints after their championship game last year. You know they're running sprints in week 2. Congratulations to Coach Hampton, the entire coaching staff at Berean High School. We will be back here in a couple more weeks when Berean is back home again, I believe on the 19th. That will be the night when Berean will be home and ALA will be having a game going on in St. David. St. David High School will play host to the American Leadership Academy football team as they do their home game in St. David 2 weeks from tonight. We wish Berean the best of luck next week for whatever their game holds, and to all of our Cochise County football teams, do some damage tomorrow night. All the best to you. Have a great night, everybody, and thank you again for watching this coverage, exclusive coverage from the award-winning Cool FM Sports. From Keith Hampton Memorial Field, Jeff Davenport wishing you a wonderful evening.